Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today. I am starting a new venture in that I am going to do a another blanket. Well, this blanket, let me explain how this came about. I was doing my Grace Gabbin yarn with Deb from One More Whip, and she had mentioned that she had just done, or she had just completed, or she was working on. It was called the Renoir Ripple Blanket, and someone from the group that was in the chat, excuse me, linked it in the chat section, and I went to go look it up. And while I was looking it up, I happened upon another ripple blanket that I liked even more than the Renoir, and that was called the Bronte Ripple Blanket. And I liked it because it was a ripple blanket, but it looked very old fashioned. It looked very more lacy and not so close woven together. And I thought I would really like to try that. I had some yarn that I had gotten for another project that I wasn't going to be using after all, and I had some other yarn. I thought, okay, it won't hurt for me to go over and pick up a skein of yarn here and there to match these colors. So let me show you what the pattern looks like. Okay. Now the name of the designer is I think you pronounce it Ellery Schofield. And I picked this up on Etsy. It is a paid for pattern, but I wanted to show you what it looked like. Now, isn't that pretty? It looks very lacy to me. Let me see if I can bring out the pattern a little bit. I think it looked very lacy, and I love the fact that the border was kind of matching the entire uh, blanket. And so, yeah, I decided I'm going to start it. Well, and guess what? I already started it. Let me show you what I've done so far. Excuse me, and the yarn I've been using. Um, I had Hobby Lobby, and I picked up a um, Red Heart ombre, Red Heart, I don't know, something. It was a jumbo, and yeah, mostly it's the I love this yarn by Hobby Lobby. Okay, so all 4 weight yarn, and I'm using a J or 6 millimeter hook. So here is what I have so far. I started with the blue, and then I did this multicolor here. Then I did a white, and then I had another blue. This blue is also Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. So it's mainly going to be blues and white. And the pattern itself I could just go like the same pattern with these 4 colors. I could add another color of blue. I'm not sure. I have another blue, so I could add it. But on the blanket itself, let me see if I'm saying this right. Um, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it does look like it has 5 different colors, and it repeats those colors. Um, so maybe I will do that. I'm not sure. Um, but I think it would be kind of fun, like to do not the same repeat. You know what I'm saying? So then maybe after here, I do another white, and then come up here and do a multicolor, and then come up and do a dark blue, like mix up the colors. I'm not sure. I'm kind of anal about that, so I probably won't do that. But I did want to try to incorporate that last blue that I had. And I'm not sure how to do that because it's kind of close to this color, um, which is more of a denim color. But the other one that I wanted to include was more of a Wedgwood blue, which is a dusty blue. And so it's too close to this color to put next to it. So I'm not sure what color I want to do next. If I had a navy, now that would work good too, but I don't have a navy in a worsted weight. Now, that is what, now the blanket called for in the pattern. I believe it used a 3-weight yarn. Now, I had plenty of 3-weight yarn to use of Stylecraft, but I really wanted to use up that worsted weight that I had in my stash that I knew I wouldn't use unless I made a blanket with it. So now, let me tell you guys, I'm a fairly quick crocheter. I'm not speedy. I'm not a speedy crocheter, but I do crochet rather quickly, and I was able to complete. Now this is how big it is. Yay! So it's a good twin size. That'll be nice. Um, but this I completed this amount in in a couple hours. Less than 2 hours. It was definitely less than 2 hours because this particular one, my starting, it's a 3-row repeat. And the first row I got wrong like 2 times, 2 or 3 times. So I had to frog it all the way back. And so that took time. So total time, it took me about 20 minutes to do, maybe around 20 minutes to do one of these sections. So 20, 40, 60, an hour and 20 minutes, somewhere around in there. So anyway, that goes very quickly. So I'm hoping to have this done by the end of January. However, I am not going to, I'm not going to rush it. This is going to be a project that I just have, and I'll work on it at my leisure whenever I feel like working on it. So I thought I would share that with you. And yeah, maybe you will want to join me in doing that one. Again, that one's called the Bronte, Bronte Ripple Blanket, and it's by Ellery, Eleri Schofield, Schofield. I will again link that in the description box below. Okay, so if you see that one or you see a different ripple blanket and you think, I kind of like to try that, so just let me know. I would love to hear what you're working on right now. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you. Bye bye.